First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
It would be catastrophic waiting on the help to come when there's a 911 call.
A volunteer fire station might have to put out their own fire and shut down.
And it's one of the biggest days in college football. We'll have the latest on all the Florida Gator commits and more later in the show.
A volunteer fire department in Alachua County says it will run out of money in just a couple of days. That's our top story tonight. I'm Evan Moon.
And I'm Maggie Lorenz. Thank you for joining us. Normally it's October when they get a fresh cycle of funding from the county. After visiting Cross Creek today, Jennifer Stalen joins us with that story. Jennifer.
Thank you, Maggie and Evan. I actually spoke with the fire chief today.
Well, if you like to paddle along Florida waters, you'll want to keep an eye out for potential new regulations.
One proposal would expand registration and fees for powered boats to hand-powered vessels. WUFT's Austin Landis joins us live from the newsroom with more.
That's right.
Austin, thank you. Well, the dangerous combination of fog and smoke was an issue for the second day this morning.
And UF forecaster Brian Borgiano says it could repeat again tonight. He's in the Weather Center to tell us those troubles may be spotted. Brian?
Yes, we have seen fog the last couple mornings, and we will see fog.
Thank you, Brian. The UF community is still formulating plans to deal with President Trump's travel ban.
There are nearly 200 people at UF from the 7 countries affected. Elizabeth Del Carmen joins us now with a new community effort to help out.
Evan, Maggie, I was actually able to speak with one of the volunteers today.
Rex Tillerson, former CEO of ExxonMobil, has been confirmed as Secretary of State. Tillerson has no previous experience in government or foreign policy. Despite almost united Democratic Party opposition, approved the nomination by a vote of 56 to 43. Judge Neil Gorsuch, President Trump's Supreme Court Justice nominee, made the rounds on Capitol Hill today. Confirmation hearings for the judge are still over a month away, but Democrats are already pushing back. Trump says the Senate should go nuclear and approve him by a simple majority vote if need be. No Democrats voted against his appointment to the appeals court, but the stakes are much higher now, and some Democrats may stall just as payback since President Obama's nominee was frozen out of even getting an up or down vote. On the first day of Black History Month, President Trump met with African American leaders. It was called a listening session, and Ben Carson was also there. As HUD director, Carson hopes to revive inner cities in ways that should bring better economic opportunities for minorities.
And in Florida today, Governor Rick Scott announced 34 grant awards for Zika virus research. The goals include development of a vaccine to prevent infection and ways to mitigate the long-term health impacts.
The funding will also go towards cost-effective Zika testing methods. Of the 10 organizations who received awards, the highest amount went to the University of Miami with over $13 million.
Maggie, Evan, Gainesville residents could be seeing faster internet sometime soon. When we come back, I'll tell you. So ladies, you know, the Super Bowl is this weekend. I love watching the commercials. What's your favorite part about the Super Bowl weekend?
Okay, so I have to start out by saying I am going to watch the game. Don't worry, I'll be watching the football part, but the commercials, they are my favorite too. I'm with you there.
Yes, the food, the commercials, the game, I'll be watching for sure. Thank you, Alex. The week started off very cold, but now it's warm. Earlier, Brian said we will be cooling off this weekend, though.
Yes, he joins us again in the Weather Center to tell us how long that cooler weather will last and how low the temperatures could drop.
Yes, we are going to be having a cold. See you.
Thank you, Brian. Florida closed out today, signing with some big recruits.
Yes, apparently Coach McElwain had a great start to his February. Sports anchor Charlie Jordan joins us now.
That's right, ladies. The Gators had a huge final push on National Signing Day. When we come back, we'll go over the biggest news from National Signing Day, including some local signees. Don't go anywhere. Sports is next. While Buchholz is now 10-12 overall. Moving forward, tomorrow Gainesville will welcome Santa Fe High School for a non-conference game. Well, ladies, it's easy to get caught up in all this national football news, but it's kind of hard to remember that it's basketball season as well. Tomorrow, the Gators will be in the O-Dome for a basketball game. Are you guys going?
I'm actually not going to that game, but I luckily got tickets to Kentucky on Saturday. I know it sold out so quickly.
Oh, it sold out so quickly. Right at 6 p.m., the tickets were already gone, so you have to buy one on StubHub, which hopefully I will do. So I have to go to that game.
Yes, because there's only a few more. There's only a few more home games, right?
Yeah, I might actually end up standing in line for this one and going as a general admission because it sold out so quick that you really had no chance. It was all luck with this one.
How early do you have to get there to stand in line? Like a couple hours?
I saw some tents out on University the other day. So
Okay,
yeah, I
you're
think we might
kidding.
have to start doing that like Duke.
Well,
All right.
thank you so much, Charlie.
Thanks, guys.
And before we go, let's get one last check on the weather, but before that, Super Bowl 51 is this weekend, but have you made your Super Bowl pick yet?
Well, two manatees at the Moat Aquarium in Florida made their picks this morning. The two manatees, Buffet and Hugh, educate thousands of visitors to the aquarium about the endangered mammals and how to protect them. This is the 10th year these two manatees have made Super Bowl picks, and it was a split decision. As Buffet came out into the open water, he seemed pretty decisive picking the Atlanta Falcons. Hugh seemed a little less sure of his pick before he settled on the New England Patriots.
All right, and now we'll get that final check on the weather with Brian.
Yes, and we're going to be seeing some see you.
Thanks, Brian. BBC World News is up next, and the PBS NewsHour is coming up at 7 o'clock.
Have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow at 5.